Welcome to Math with Mrs. Cox. We are in Chapter 6, Lesson 1, page 379. And this lesson is about estimating the products of whole numbers and decimal. Remember, the word product means answer. All right, let's dive into this example 1. Let's go ahead and look at this number. We're going to say the ones category is our target, and that 8 is going to determine what it's going to happen. That 8 is above 5, so it's going to raise the 5 to a 6. So we're going to say it's 16 times 5. And 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. So our answer, our estimated answer, is 80. So we're going to say that 15.8 times 5 is about 80. Remember, it says about. Mr. James buys about 80 gallons of gas in 5 weeks. We could also do repeated addition and do 16 plus 16 plus 16 5 times. And we know that would be 80. But it's just easier to multiply it. Or we could also do 15.8 plus 5 times. Or we could just multiply it by 5, would be easier. And comes to find out that our answer is 79. Ooh, I like it when it's really close like that. 79 is close to the estimate of 80. And here's the proof. We have 15.9 times 5. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 5 is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 5 times 1 is 5, 6, 7. And I know you guys are saying, wait, Mrs. Cox, there's a decimal. What do we do? Guess what? You just ignore it. In multiplication, you just ignore it till the very end, and you do one upside down rainbow, and that tells us the decimal goes over one place. So our answer, 79, is close to the estimate. We should actually put 79.5. There you go. All right, join me on the next page, please. Example 2. A worker loads 16 packages into a truck. Each package weighs about 58.5 pounds. About, which means we can estimate how many pounds are loaded onto the truck. Okay, let's look. And they are saying that we can use compatible numbers. So we don't have to be super precise on this. So I can already see that on the 16, they made it a 20. And the 58.5, they're going to turn into a 60 because it's a little more compatible, these numbers are. It's easier to find. So we can go ahead and do 6 times 2 is 12. Then look, we can just add these zeros over. 1,200. Put a comma there. So 58.5 times 16 is about 1,200. I like compatible numbers. All right, estimate each product. Okay, we can do that. Let's look at this. Our target is going to be right here. And that one's going to determine what's going to happen. So really, when it looks like this, we're going to have a number equation that looks like this. 2 times 4 equals 8. And there's a dollar sign that we need to carry over. $8. Number 2, this right here is going to make this target stay at 18. Then times it by 10. And I know 18 times 1 is 18. Bring the 0 over, 180, right? Number 3, this number is going to make our target bump up to 20 times 3. I know 2 times 3 equals 6. Bring the 0 over, 60. Number 5, looking at the number here, here's our target. That number is going to make it stay at a 2. So I have 5 times $2. And that's going to be dollar sign, $10. Easy peasy. Estimate each product. I don't see any additional instructions, so let's just keep on doing what we've been doing. Okay, I've got a big number here, $4.62. That's going to be our target because it's our first whole number. That number is going to determine what happens to it. And that's going to make it bump up to 5. So I have 4 times $5. And that's going to be a beautiful 20 with a dollar sign. Make sure it's a beautiful 20. There we go. And we're going to bump over to 6. Okay, 2307. That 0 is going to make that 3 stay at a 3. So we're going to have a 3 times 23. And I know that if I set it up like this, $69. Number 7, 1550. Ooh, is that closer to $15 or to 16? Let's take a look. That's our target. That's going to determine, it's going to bump it up to 16 times 6. And we can just go ahead and go like this, 16 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6. 7, 8, 9. 96 cents. Number 8, we have $16.85. This 16, we're going to circle the 6 as our target. The 8 is going to determine what happens. It's going to be a beautiful 17 times 9. 9. You can do the work over here. 17 times 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 1 is 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dollar sign. 153. Number 9. Let's see what they want us to estimate. 7.2. This is our target. That's going to determine what happens to the 7. Going to stay at a 7 times 5. 35. 10. 14, and that 5 is going to bump it up to a beautiful 15. So we have 15 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. And number 11, we have 9 times 19.7. That 9 is our target. 7 is going to bump it up to a 20. So we have 9 times 20. Now you can say 9 times 2 is 18. Then you can bring the 0 over. That's the joy of multiplying with anything that has a 0. Number 12. Actually, I wanted to show you something really quickly. They also, on this number 11, they did a compatible number switch. So they did this. I'll accept either of those answers. Whatever is easiest for you to do in your head is what they're looking for, because it is an estimation. Number 12. They said that this 6 is going to stay at 26, but they did something funny. They did this by 10 so that it was easier to mentally multiply. So we have 260. So, interesting. Number 13, dollar sign. Okay, that 8 is our target. That 9 is going to bump it up. And they did something interesting here. They bumped it up a little bit more. I would have done 0.9. But what they did is they just said, let's make life easy on ourselves. Let's just say $1 times 14 equals $14, which is the easier way to estimate. It is a better way. Number 14, we have 18.8 times 13. They tweaked both of these numbers because they're not very nice to do mentally. So let's make them compatible. Right here, this number, they bumped it up to 20. And they took this other one down. Actually, they bumped it up to 15 because they decided that would be easier to compatibly. And what they did is they did 2 times 15 equals 30. Bring that 0 over, and you got 300. Okay, check your answers, my fine friends. Number 15, use the items below to estimate the cost of each order in exercises 15 through 16. Okay, we can do that. Okay, pair of flip-flops. They want us to estimate 4 pairs of flip-flops. Okay, so we have 4 times something, flip-flops. That's really close to 6. I know 4 times 6 is 24. 3 pairs of sunglasses is the next one. So we're going to do 3 times, that's closer to 11 than it is to 10. So I'm going to do $11. And so that's the 3 sunglasses. I'm going to say that that is $33. I like to multiply these out as I'm thinking of them. I'm going to underline that so I know. 2 pairs of flip-flops. So I'm going to do 2, again, times that, but it would be estimated up to $6. 2 times 6 would be 12. So now I need to add the 33 and the 12. Would equal $45. And I'm going to circle that. There we go. Brain builders. Ooh, let's see how crazy they are today. About, okay, I'm going to put a treasure chest around that one. 75 people rent skates at the skating rink each day. It costs $4.25 to rent skates. About how much does the skating rink make in skate rentals in 1 week? Okay, so if they have 57 here, and they have a dollar amount here, so let's figure that out. I'm going to say 57 is a little bit closer to 60, and this dollar amount right here, it would be easier for me to multiply if I times up just by 4. And I know that 6 times 4 is 24. Then I can just bring that 0 over. And so I can estimate they make about $240. And then they want to know how many in a week. So that's going to take this number times 7. So over here I'll do the work. Remember, we need to do a dollar sign into that times the 7 days because there's 7 days in a week. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16. So, little semicolon here to show my second part of the answer. They make about $1,680 a week at the ice skating rink. Number 18, write a real-world multiplication problem involving whole numbers and decimals in which you would use estimation to solve. Then estimate to solve the problem. Show that your answer is reasonable. All right, what you can do when they do things like this is pretty much come up here to another problem or any problem in your book and keep the numbers but just change the words. Or if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and just make up your own. So I will add one with a text box. So we have this right here is really close to $3, and there are 6 friends right there. So $3 times 6 friends would equal about $18, and the cones will be about $18. Ta-da! All right, my friends, I believe we've covered all of the answers for this page. Go ahead and let me check it off before you go to your homework and join me on the homework.